Dead bodies still in the streets from thousands of years ago, still holding hands, never been scavenged. The buildings that they lived in turned to glass. How can that be? We're talking about 3,000 plus degree temperature of weapons fire. We're talking about this war that happened in the ancient past. Amun-Ra wanted to continue he started the first war to take over the earth early because he didn't want to wait for his processional period to rule. And then this is the guy who says, you must say amen after everything. Say amen. Everything you give thanks for, you're saying amen to him. So we're going to say amen, you're thanking him. A brutal killing guy. But anyway, so he says, it's a fact. He started one war to take over early, which he won.
Yeah.
He then started a second war to stay in power. And in that second war, he escaped. He was almost killed. But he left his kingship and the finances of the kingdom to the Ra-Kam. And R-A-K-A-M. But that translates into modern words. Kam translates into childs. So now you translate Ra, childs, Ra, child.
The family you was born into is not your real family. We had two families, a spiritual family and a physical family. We all signed spiritual contracts before we came here, but so many people forgot about these contracts because we've been here for so long, we kept reincarnating over and over. Every time you reincarnate, you lose a piece of your spirit. You ever go out and travel and meet a stranger, but feel like you knew that person forever? That's because that person is a part of your spiritual tribe. The Matrix took our real spiritual family and separated us all throughout the world. I am not saying turn your back on your physical family because the lessons we came here to learn is through our physical family. That's why you hear so many people say they are the black sheeps of their family. The black sheep came back to fix everything that was wrong. There is always one black sheep to each family. You can't compare our spiritual journey to the caterpillar and the butterfly. We must go through all the trials and tribulations to get through the physical world so we can get back into the spiritual world. We all came here to ascend off this planet. If you want to know if someone is a part of your spiritual tribe, you will get goosebumps or chill bumps when you talk to them. It will feel like it was a glitch in the Matrix. You will get more deja vu. Your spiritual growth is connected to the people you can't get along with in the physical world. So if you can't get along with your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, it's because it's a part of your spiritual growth. If you want to know how to break out of this matrix and reconnect with your spiritual family, check out my ebook,
The people y'all refer to as sleep, or the ones that lack self-awareness and stuff like that, y'all gotta understand there is a rubric, there is a script, there is a program that they have to abide by. You feel me? Their spirit cannot process the information you are giving them. And how does that manifest? It manifests as, oh, he's a conspiracy theorist. Oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh, this person is crazy. And it's not necessarily them thinking that, it's just they're not vibrating at a level high enough to process that information. It's kind of like when you're playing a video game and the video game has to go by a certain script and it has to go by a certain narrative and a storyline, and there's really nothing you can do to alter that unless you like add mods to the game. It's like you're at a certain level in the video game and you quite literally cannot go into the next level until you unlock it, until you acquire the things that's necessary to unlock these things. This is why when you explain something to somebody and you could lay it out in the most simplest terms, you could lay it out in black and white and they still don't understand, or they still reject the information, it's because their program is not designed for them to process that information. Just like if you're in a video game, if you're at level 2, the program is not designed for you to access level 5 until you get to level 5. This is why, especially with people who have no knowledge, no intellect, no wisdom in regards to the topic you're talking about, and they just retaliate with, oh, you're crazy, and they have no experience in these fields, that is part of their program. That is like, they cannot operate, they cannot give you a different dialogue. This is where the term NPCs come up. Y'all gotta understand, a lot of these people are on autopilot. You know, and this is probably not y'all's first time hearing this, but these people are like filler characters in the movie. They're only there to make this shit appear real. This is why you'll see people out here with no common sense, or you'll see somebody do something or say something, and you're thinking to yourself, what would make you think or say or do something like that? And it's all just a part of their program. It's all to make this experience seem more real than what it actually is. See, we are governed by a Saturnian system, Saturn, you feel me? We are water molecules that became dense enough to have physical avatars. That's why when you hear the word saturation, notice the word Saturn is in it, and what is Saturn? What is saturation? It's retaining water, you feel me? Because the universe isn't anything but vibration and frequencies. It's nothing but water. So the more you ascend, the less dense you become. You feel me? Air is just a less dense version of water. Their mind, body, and soul, aka their water cycle, is too dense. It's too shallow for them to process and grasp this information. Because your certain state of mind governs the flow of your blood. And blood is just a more dense version of water. If you think negatively, your blood is going to flow in a certain way. If you think positively, your blood is going to flow in a certain way. Hence, your body is 75% water. You feel me? The earth is 75% water. You feel me? You are a microcosm of the macrocosm. The planet Earth is governed by Saturn. Saturation. You can't spell saturation without Saturn. Saturation means to retain water. And we all have our own water cycle and water flow. And this is why these people can't grasp your information. And one way you can understand your specific water cycle is through your birth chart, through astrology. You feel me? Because astrology, it quite literally tells you your flow, your currency, your frequency, your vibration. You in the infinite pool as a little raindrop, being this one human being. Notice how the field of astrology in the zodiac is governed by the sign Aquarius. What planet rules Aquarius? Saturn. Saturn in astrology also governs society. And what are most of these NPCs running off of? Societal expectations. What society says is right and wrong.
Spirit tell you to do one thing, your lower nature tell you to do the other. And most of the time you follow the lower nature, and as soon as you fuck it, you say, damn, I told you to do the other shit. You didn't know, you're thinking it's a thought. That's your high sense saying, fool. I know all. You see, you supposed to have done this. That's your higher self. So, breaking it down and say you got an angel on the right of you and an angel on the left of you, which is actually high nature, lower nature. And the angel on the right of you will tell you every damn time, you need to do this shit. And it always tell you first, because you always ask the question first. Because you're asking the Akashic Records, which is the melanated computer. What should I do? And it gives you the damn answer, but then you start rationalizing and intellectualizing, and then you go to the lower nature. Oh, fuck that shit. Yeah, I can do it this way. Boom, you done fucked up. So when you turn against God, it's not turning against a God up there. The God up there don't exist. It's only a big ball of energy that don't give a fuck whether you live or die. But the God down here and praying, you got the demand. That's the problem. See, the spirit realm is like tricksters. They're a bunch of niggas. Exactly. It's a bunch of niggas. And they act like niggas. So if you pray to these particular realms, and you give them the authority to govern you, see, it's all principalities in the spirit realm. If you give them the authority that you are subordinate, that means I'm praying to this particular entity, then that particular entity has the authority to either grant you what you want or take a long damn time doing it. So a lot of times, you know, you pray to some particular energy and you don't get what you want. It's because that particular energy that you prayed to is a nigga. It might feel as shit. I got 4,000 other motherfuckers praying to me. And your rent need to be paid tomorrow. Because you have granted the energy, because it's principalities. When you give up your right to govern your own spiritual path, then that means another entity has to do it for you because you don't have the knowledge of being the same gods. So as a result, you got to wait for them to do it. And sometimes they'll be like, I don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Some of them got thousands of people pulling on them. The other ones say, well, hell, I just woke up after 4,000 years. I don't feel like doing it.
That's war. If you go to Egypt,